Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So in today's video we are going to be looking at the two trailers for Jedi Survivor. So we have the first one which was released 3 months ago. It's a longer one, it's 2 minutes and 8 seconds. I'll play it before I review it, and then we've got the one that dropped yesterday, which is the one that was released yesterday, a month before the release. So this one, I'll let it play now.
The order is gone. I was betrayed by the one I trusted most. I will not be imprisoned again.
I hear you've been busy making yourself the Empire's most wanted.
A Jedi. Remind our friend here why his kind are supposed to be dead.
Here we go.
After all we've done, the Empire has only grown stronger. Thanks, Bode.
Part of the job, Custis.
The Jedi is a threat.
Not now that we have this. As long as we fight. Hope survives.
So as you can see in the trailer, there's a lot to cover. So first of all, we have this character who I don't know at the minute. I'm going in this fully blind. I haven't watched anything. I haven't researched anything in regards to the trailers. It looks like there is another Force wielder. So in the original one that was released 9 months ago, you see this person who looks more like one of the Inquisitors, and I think he's in Coruscant, and I think he might be a Force wielder. But we see this guy in a Bacta tank, and he talks about being betrayed by the people that he trusted, and I feel like he could be the main villain in this, other than the Empire. Which is quite interesting. Is he could be like the final boss and everything. So now we move forward a bit. He also has one arm, I've just realised. We see the return of droids. So throughout this one and the next one, you see Magna Guards be introduced. So as you can see here, you have battle droids, super battle droids, and you have commando droids, which either appear in this one or the next one, which I think is really cool, because it'll be really sick to have an explanation on like where they come from and who restored them, because as you see in the Clone Wars series, Anakin and Obi-Wan go to a planet where this kid quite literally reprograms all the battle droids. So these might be ones that have been left from after the Clone Wars and repurposed for maybe this person in the Bacta tanks purpose to do their bidding. Yeah, as we see there is someone with another lightsaber. But they also kind of look like a Mandalorian. I think there's another person with a big, like, trident-looking one who flies around, who I originally thought looked like a Mandalorian kind of person in the original trailer. So we'll have to see what happens with these characters. You see the return of the ship. I don't remember what the ship's called. I haven't played the game in years. And I think it's Greaves and the woman that we thought died at the end of the last game. Spoiler alert for anyone. Yeah. Actually, They've kind of got their own version of the Jedi archives, as you can see in the background, very reminiscent of that. She's now bald and has tattoos, I think. This is a really sick feature where, especially with like heavy stormtroopers, you force them to turn around and then force them to shoot on their own men. That's a really cool feature, which is quite funny actually. Also, I think the person that is like the character is based off of is Jerome Velasquez from Gotham. I'll put a picture of him here, and I also think he plays in Shameless. I'll have to find that out. I think that's pretty cool. You can tame pets, which is quite sick. Just hopping around on some dinosaurs, going yeah, eat. You can also use pterodactyls to fly around the map. That's pretty sick. Yeah, this person here, he looks like something from fucking the Thor movie. I feel like he'll be some kind of boss character. Yeah, he looks a bit like a Mandalorian kind of character. You can now dual wield things. Oh, you got like, yeah. I think that's like, it's another version of the Yeti from Hoth, because you can see the horns, the big claws. It might be another version of that. That's pretty cool. They're adding like pieces from the Clone War, like pre-Clone War, no, Clone Wars, and then during the Empire's reign, like during the original. Then you see here, I think we have the Dark Troopers that featured in The Mandalorian, which is a really like nice little touch, bringing them into the kind of game, like a bit like just the robotic version of the Purge Troopers, I think. And then obviously they're still fighting the Empire. I think this looks a bit like Coruscant. I don't know who he is. He looks like he could be like the Poe Dameron kind of version in the Jedi Survivor. I think it says his name there, Bode. That's pretty cool. From the looks of it, it could be like 2-player / co-op. I don't know that quite yet, because you have the other Night Sister. She's apparently quite a prevalent part of this. And then you got I think it's Bo or Poe. I don't know. I'll find out. It's Bode, so it's not quite Poe. That'd be pretty sick. You find this another dinosaur. Yeah, as you can see, this it kind of looks like Jerome Velasquez. I'll put the side by side here. Then yeah, you have a massive army of battle droids. But also that Bo guy also kind of looks like this guy. And I think he might be one of the main villains in this, because you got the big purple-headed fucker in the background there, and he looks like he could have something to do with it. He looks familiar, but I don't know. I'm literally just going into this blind. I've barely seen the trailers as it is, just in preparations for this video. But he looks like he could definitely be one of the main villains of this the game. Yeah, so the ability to freeze everything. Just showing off some of the abilities here. That's a new feature. You can stick the lightsaber in the wall and slide down. I think that's really, really cool. And then here you have the Kylo Ren lightsaber. So that kind of lightsaber was originally introduced to us in The Force Awakens. That Kylo Ren was building it, and now it looks like when you customize your blade, you can have that in Jedi Survivor. Yeah, and then here we see the commando droids for the first time. I think that's an amazing feature. Releases April 28th, so I will be releasing a series on this because I absolutely love this game. I love the first game. I played it twice already. So yeah, we'll now jump to the most recent trailer, the one that was released yesterday or 2 days ago when I upload this, I think. So yeah, let's get into that. I'll play that now for you guys.
It's been a long 5 years. We've tried to resist. Fear and mistrust rule the galaxy.
Cal, look into the fire. It will warm you, keep you company. But left unchecked, it will consume everything until there is only ash.
How could you let the galaxy fall to this unworthy machine of an empire? Hope may feel beyond our grasp. But I think we finally found somewhere the Empire can't reach us.
Imagine. No more looking over your shoulder.
A place that's worth fighting for. No matter the cost.
As at the start already, you can see where the ship, a ship is broken. It looks like the original ship, and then I think some kind of one of the Inquisitor trooper falls out, like the Purge troopers, they fly out already. And we know that it's 5 years in the future from when the original game was made. And it looks like we can travel to Coruscant, which is quite an interesting thing because you'd think Coruscant is the main place of the Empire, so it will be interesting to see why it's so easy to get into Coruscant when that is probably the Empire's main base. Also, looks like they have their own kind of rebellion, so this like maybe the start of the rebels. But then you also have like this looks like the Outer Rim, where you have this character. I think if you probably defeat this character, you probably get the little customizations here with this. But it'll be interesting to see what this character is because they're another person with a lightsaber. And obviously, with lightsabers, you can only get them off of Kyber crystals. You're going to get Kyber crystals off of being a Jedi or a Sith. So that'd be quite interesting to see, I think. So let's just continue. Yeah, this is where you see the ship crash, I think. Yeah, then you have the Night Sister. Then we see I think it's Gweebs. We see the reintroduction of him. He looks like he's on a different planet. He's kind of retired from what he's doing. You've got the like Coruscant security TIE fighter things from the Clone Wars. Yeah, right. So this is the thing I'm talking about with the Mandalorian kind of person, because you see someone there with fire, okay, and a jetpack. This could be just another version of the jet troopers for the stormtrooper jet troopers plus Purge trooper kind of merged into one. It could also be that person that has the trident, or it could be a Mandalorian character or a Mandalorian gone rogue, which would be a very interesting concept, especially with the Mandalorian out now in Book of Boba Fett. So now we see him confront this person that I think is maybe the enemy with the stormtroopers. So I don't think they're on the side of the Empire. I think they're on their own. They've got their own agenda, and they have a hatred towards Cal Kestis for some reason. Because he also has a lightsaber, as you just saw. He big fucker. Wait. He's got a jetpack. Jetpacks seem to be a fucking very heavy thing in this. You got that Imperial security bot, which we saw in Rogue One. But from the sounds of this one, it looks like they're trying to find a place to settle down for the rebellion and build up. So this could be the start, or you could like build your own population, gather people. It'd be really interesting if you had like, if it was a bit of free world and you had to recruit people to join the rebellion once you settle down in this new place. Or that might be part of the new game, because realistically, do I think there's going to be a third game? Probably, depending on how this one ends. Yeah, this is what I mean by the co-op thing. This is the second time we see Cal Kestis teaming up with one of his companions and all that. So maybe we could see a co-op 2-player one, or it's just they might just be combo moves. It'd be really cool, like in that little bit there, it shows the ship ramming into a TIE fighter. That'd be pretty cool if there's a space aspect, like you fight in space. So maybe some parts of the story or the game, you have to take out TIE fighters or battle through space, or even if it's just one little segment, that would be really sick. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm really excited for this game. Personally, I think it's probably the game I've been most excited for coming out this year, and I think it plays a massive part in the Star Wars series and what they're doing with the Mandalorian, the Ahsoka series. There's probably a few more series that I'm completely forgetting right now, but yeah. I do expect that to be a series on my channel where we play through this game. And yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.